with me now former Jungle runner-up Jake Quickenden, Vogue Williams, who has worked with Boy George, and Andy Peters, who's a good friend of Chris Moyles and all avidly watching I'm a Celebrity. Finally, maybe the wheels have come off the Matt Hancock show, because it was just getting too much, wasn't it, Jake?
You know what? It was getting a bit boring, wasn't it?
It was.
And Mike put it really nicely last night. He said it's kind of jeopardising their experience in the jungle because none of them are getting a chance to do any trials. And that's what it's all about when you go in there. So, yeah, the tide seems to have changed. I think people were voting for Matt because they wanted him to suffer.
Yeah.
And when they realised last night that he was actually quite enjoying the trials, and while he's winning stars, he was also winning people over.
Yes. Yeah.
And he was. And like I said last week, no matter how many stars he can win,
Not Lorraine.
he can't change the fact. he can't change the fact of what happened, but he was winning certain people over,
Yes.
and he was doing well in the trials. But yeah, I'm so happy that somebody else.
I
I know. I kind of want to. This sounds terrible. You do want to watch someone suffer. Like, remember Helen Flanagan, and she hated it so much, but it was so funny.
It was funny, and it was a shame.
Yeah.
And you know, Paul Burrell and all the rest of it. We all remember those moments, don't we?
But it was so good. But I think with Matt Hancock, he doesn't mind doing them so much. But I feel like he's been a good sport about doing them, but I don't know how far he'll go. I don't find him to be that much crack.
He's not that much crack. There we are.
Yeah.
That's the quote of the day. Matt Hancock is not that much crack. There's a theory going round, Andy, that actually he deliberately said, and this is all, it's hilarious, isn't it? But he deliberately said, I'm loving this. I'm getting more confident. This is great. And that meant people would not vote for him then. So he was kind of indulging in a little bit
I think if anyone was going to play mind games with the audience, I would think it's going to be him because he said, I've come here because I want to seek redemption.
Right.
I want forgiveness.
Yeah.
So everything he says, I think, is probably quite calculated because he's got a plan to make people like him. Now, the fact of the matter is, people will vote for people they want to see do a trial because they're entertaining, or they want to punish. He's kind of had a bit of both.
Yeah.
We've always wanted to see what he's doing, but if you think about the trial now, where he is now, he wasn't even first, second or third last night.
Interesting.
So he's gone from being first to at least fourth.
So why is
That's
that
quite
happen,
a change.
do you think?
I think that change has happened for lots of reasons. I think we were all getting bored of it.
Yeah.
Ant and Dec even were like, oh, God, not again.
Yeah.
And I think at that point we're all thinking, oh, yeah, not again. Maybe we should vote for somebody else now. So you do then think, let me vote for somebody else. Remember, he got awarded leader of the camp. He was in the top 2.
I know.
Yeah? So we don't know he was first or second.
Right.
And he then won that task to become leader. There are a lot of people out there who do like him because he's just a... You're like, are there? Hang on, let me go find one for you. No, I think there are enough people out there that like him that are going to keep him in the programme.
Right, I think it's interesting. But it's good to see other people getting a chance.
Oh, fantastic.
Like it's Boy George and Chris, isn't
what a
it?
great combo.
And Baba.
Yeah, what a great combo we're going to see tonight.
I think they'll all argue with each other tonight.
Really?
Do you?
I really do. I think one of them will do something wrong, and Boy George will probably kick off a little bit, and then Chris will get angry, and then it could be amazing tonight. It could be amazing. I thought it'd be Chris, Boy George, and Matt because I think out of the camp, the only two that really haven't taken to Matt as much as everyone else is Boy George and Chris.
Yeah.
You can kind of see in their facial expressions every now and again the old eye rolls and stuff like that. So I assumed it'd be those three. I'm really happy Babatunde is getting a chance because he is hilarious.
He's lovely.
Yeah, he's lovely.
He's an absolute sweetheart, and I think he'll be really good. What did we make of the royal revelations of Mike Tyndall when he said he likes to wear a suit, but because of his rugby physique, when he does a, shall we say, energetic dance, it all goes horribly wrong.
I loved it.
In front of the Princess Royal, in front of his mother-in-law, of all people.
I want to see more of Mike. I don't know.
He's brilliant.
He's
I feel like Mike could be the underdog. I think that he's going to come out more and more. He's such a nice person. He's so normal, so down to earth, and I just think that he's going to do really, really well.
Now, the moves that he's doing, I'm not quite sure what
I can't do it because I'm of an age, but Jake, you're quite young.
Jake, can you do it?
This move he was talking about.
Why did his trousers rip?
Yeah.
I mean, what
you
happened?
You won Dance on Ice.
Yeah,
I didn't do this on Dance on Ice. Where do you want it?
Do well, so you can see it.
Never say that.
Are we getting a slow
She didn't want it there.
Oh my God!
Oh, man, just pop
Jake, that was so good.
That was it. It's like a...
Oh.
Right.
Careful, you. Keep your hands to yourself, Lorraine.
That was You were getting closer and closer. I was like, what the heck's going on over there?
So you can understand why.
Yeah.
The trousers,
These are stretchy, luckily.
They are stretchy.
Okay.
But a suit, you could see it going rip like that. And then he had naughty underpants on, didn't he?
I mean, who wears underpants that say... Oh, I can't remember what I was briefed. I can and cannot say. Can I say nibble my nuts?
Well, you just did.
Oh, sorry. I always like to check. But who wears underpants that say that? That's a fact, by the way.
Rugby players. players.
Exactly. There we
Rugby
go.
players and
Yeah.
naughty boys and
Exactly.
naughty boys. But I think you're right, Vogue. I think there's a lot more to this guy, and there's a lot
Yeah.
more to all of them, but
Yes.
we've just not been able to see
to,
it so far.
We will now, though. We will
I
now.
think so. But what do you think? Who do you think? I would imagine it's going to be Friday when we
Yes,
start
yeah,
to see them
yeah.
going out. Who do you think will go out and who do you think should go out? Who do you think will go out?
I don't think Matt's going to go out.
You don't? Do you think
You
he's
know
going to go
what?
all the way?
And imagine going in the jungle and being voted out before Matt Hancock.
Oh, jeez, that's...
Honestly, imagine your PR at home like, oh, my God, how are we going to get out of this?
Your career is over.
How are we going to get out of this one? By what I've read online and stuff, I think he's turned a lot of people's opinions around on Matt Hancock. Not Matt Hancock out the show.
Yeah, do you know what? Chris
Jungle
said it really
Hancock.
well yesterday. Chris said it really well. There's the Matt Hancock we all know, and there's the Matt in the jungle that they all know.
Right.
One of the things I always say about this series is we all look at the list and go, oh, I'm not sure it's a great lineup this year. The minute the show starts, they're all level.
Yeah.
And actually then they become the people we watch. And I think that's for them,
true.
they're only seeing that bloke in there. They don't see all of this that we're doing. They just see that bloke that's bringing them food. I think Matt, if he doesn't go first,
he'll go.
I think he's top 4.
I think he's out first. I just
Do you?
think there's too many people in the British public that don't like him.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can turn it around that quickly, even whatever trials he's doing. I think Matt's out first. You think he's top 4?
I think he's top 4.
Yeah, I
If he
agree.
doesn't go out first, that's my little
Right.
caveat I've got there.
Yeah.
If he doesn't go first,
Right.
I think at that point we'll know what the voting feels like.
Yeah.
And if he's not voted out first through sheer we want him out, I think he's top 4.
It's so interesting.
I still want to see Jill in the final.
Oh,
Every time she speaks,
I
I
want
just
to
smile.
see more of Jill.
Yeah, I
no,
just
and
think
I think
she's
we
great.
will. And I think if you're right, Vogue, and he does go, we will see a lot more of everyone else, which will be good. But you're right, they live in the now.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about that. Forget everything else, and it all becomes. They're like wee dogs. It all becomes about food.
Yeah.
You know how
It
your
does.
dogs.
That's
It's
all
all
we
about
do.
grub,
Yeah.
right? And it's all about food
Yeah.
and everything
That's
else.
all they want. Apart
Forget
from
it.
Owen, all he wants is food. I mean,
that
literally
poor
every
boy.
Owen quote is about food. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I like food.
You
food.
become obsessive,
After
though.
a week of being in that show, all you talk about is food.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're like, can't wait to go home for Nando's. And then you all go, oh, Nando's.
But you get
And
so
then just
angry with
talking.
people then because you're so hungry. So
Yeah.
that's when everyone's going to start really getting at each other. And maybe Boy George, he's been doing a little snidey comments behind people's backs. Maybe it will come out like to their faces.
Yes.
I think listening to him humming and that is just, it's just bizarre.
I like the
isn't it?
tapping thing that he does. All this.
Yeah.
You know,
Apparently it works. We're going to talk to Dr Hilary about that because apparently it does actually.
I thought he might just have a bit of
Really?
guitar, and he's just like.
I think it's a thing.
Is it?
a
Is it like yoga?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I thought a dog
Is it
was
not like
giving birth
meditation?
the other... Do you know when
When he was.
Yeah.
My dad used to
Well-
breed dogs, and I'm not joking, that's what they used to do. Before
Well,
they
look,
give birth.
we shall be watching. Vogue, we'll see you later for fashion.
Yes.
Andy will see you later for the competition. And we'll see you very soon, young man.
I'll be back.
Dance again, dance again.
After that display, you absolutely will be.